Hello, everyone. Welcome. What's going on? Welcome to the Ominus Show, the show that talks about comics, gay stuff, pop culture stuff, anything really that tickles my fancy. I will talk about it here on the show. How are you guys doing today? I have a great show for you to get today. A lot of news that has dropped in regards to comics and in this comic space that we're in, and all the craziness that is afoot. There's a lot of craziness afoot. There's always a. It sounds bad. How the hell does it sound bad? Shit. Can you hear me? Fuck. Hold on, let me come back. Enjoy this video while I'm fixing my microphone. Yeah.
Really funny. Really funny. What do you mean I'm funny? It's funny, you know. It's a good story. It's funny. You're a funny guy. What do you mean? You mean the way I talk? What? It's just, you know, you're just funny. It's funny, you know, the way you tell the story and everything. Funny how? I mean, what's funny about it?
Tommy, no, you got it all wrong.
Oh, Anthony. He's a big boy. He knows what he said. What'd you say?
You're right.
Funny how? What?
Just, you know, you're funny.
You mean,
So?
well, let me understand this, because maybe it's me, I'm a little fucked up, maybe. But I'm funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown, I amuse you. I make you laugh. I'm here to fucking amuse you. What do you mean funny? Funny how? How am I funny?
No, just, you know how you tell a story. What?
No, I don't know. You said it. How do I know? You said I'm funny. How the fuck am I funny? What the fuck is so funny about me? Tell me. Tell me what's funny.
Get the fuck out of here, Tommy.
You motherfucker! I almost had him! You stuttering prick yet? Frankie, was he shaking? I wonder about you sometimes, Henry. You may fold under questioning.
Yeah, I think it's just the microphone. No, I got it situated the way I normally have it situated. So I think we'll be okay. If it pops, it's because I'm getting too loud. I need just to calm down a little bit. But I think we're good to go. So welcome to the Ominus Show, the show that talks about comics, gay stuff, pop culture stuff, anything really that tickles my fancy. I will talk about it here on the show. I am your host. My name is not anywhere to be seen. Shit. Give me a second. I'm gonna bring that bad boy right up if I can find it. What's my name? Shoot. StreamYard. Having to look for everything. Where the heck's StreamYard? I got the banner. I got blah 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 blah. Let me take a look. Gee, StreamYard's making me look bad. I am making me look bad. I can't find it. Huh. I could have swore I left it around here somewhere. Fuck. But yeah, my name is Elliot Rodriguez. You can you probably don't know my name, then it'll pop up somewhere eventually. And I am a host. I'm a comic book artist. I'm a Comicsgate artist. I draw a lot of cool shit for Comicsgate, and I got proof of that today. But yeah, I draw a lot of cool shit for Comicsgate, and I'm reporting to you live from Lima, Peru, in South America, where we are 99.99% almost done with the election results. And we voted last week, I think, last week Sunday. And we are almost there. By some miracle event, the vote has swayed, and now the right-wing candidate is in the lead at the moment. So, and here's my name. Here I go. Yeah, so the right wing candidate is in the lead at the moment. We are, what does it say? What does it say there? 99.3% done. We're like almost done taking a look at all of the votes, and they should make an announcement about this sometime in the next couple of days. But yeah, now this left wing guy, he's doing everything he can in his power to prevent this from being announced. So he's trying to use legal measures to try to nullify like massive amounts of votes. He doesn't want to consider the votes from the Peruvians that are living abroad. Because many of the Peruvians that are living abroad, they voted for the right wing candidate, and so he says, no, those votes should not be considered. We have to get rid of those votes. Their votes are not as important as the votes here at home, and so he wants to try to get those annulled. And if he achieves that, then it'll go back in his favor. I don't know what's going to happen. So we just got like just a smidge waiting for the election to get called, and yeah. Now, why is it that we have to wait so much, and why can we just not announce it now? Because the votes are so tight. This is they call it here a statistical tie. Like, because normally when they do these votes, they'll throw out a number and they'll say, "Here's our estimated number, give or take 1.2%, 2%, something like that." And so there's like a margin of error with all of the poll results, all of the election results. There's always a margin of error. And so the difference between one candidate and the other candidate is within that margin. So it's less than that 1%, less than that 2%. So in these cases, they tell us that all votes must be counted down to the very last one. And so we have to wait. No, because normally, if this were an election result where it was like 52% to 48%, or 53 to 47%, it would have already been counted. No, it would have already been called. No, we would have already had the president announced. But in this case, because the vote is so close, they just can't, for some reason, announce it just yet. So we have to wait. There's a difference between 30,000 votes. That's the difference. 30,000 something votes between the right wing candidate and the left wing candidate. So it's crazy. It's really it's crazy to think about that. So I'm reporting to you live from Peru, and today, what do we have today? Today, we're going to take a look at some comic book announcements and news from the mainstream, and also some stuff from here in CG. There's a lot of news to take notice of, and also we're going to I want to EFAP the Frog Tony EVS debate, and talk about that whole situation, because now apparently the FBI are also involved. What the heck? What the heck's going on, man? Like the FBI is in this shit now? I ain't do nothing. And I'm just let everybody know, if I get caught, we get caught. I'm ratting everybody out. It was Scribe all along. Scribe did it. He was the one doing it. No, but yeah, just wanted so we'll talk about that, and then we'll see what else is up. I threw out the link. If anybody wants to hop on panel and just talk about some of this comic news, you're more than welcome to do so. And so yes, also, I guess it would be just to clear something up. If you see it in your heart to want to send a tip so I can read your message in the chat, then please do so. The link is pinned to the top of the chat, so just click on it, throw in $5 or whatever you would like to throw in, $1, $2, $5, $10, $20, whatever, and I will read your chat on the show. If you like, because I'm more than likely going to read your chat anyways. And then also, I don't want to condition the show to a certain amount of money. I'm just going to go for as long as I can. I think I can go for like about an hour or so, 2 hours maybe. Depending on if I touch all the topics, and yes, so that is there linked to in the chat. It's pinned to the top of the chat, so please take a look at that and throw in there $5. All of the money that is made from that, it goes to it goes towards coloring the comic that I'm working on. I'm creating a comic, working on the comics called Ominus. That's why the show is called Ominus, the Ominous Show. Yeah, and So all money goes towards that. And also, I have an announcement for that. I have a big art drop coming, and I have a date set, and I'm going to announce the date. I'm also going to show you guys another sneak peek at some of the artwork that I'm working on, and that's it. And then we'll take a look at this Frog Tony situation and see what's going on with everybody in regards to that. So let's take a look. Let's see what we got. Now, I don't know. Oh, we also got a new trailer for Spider-Man. Shit. Fuck, and the World Cup. Man, let's all right, let's take this stuff little by little. Let's start with this. This is straight off from the image that we see in the image that we see in the thumbnail for today's video. We got this news, and here we can see we have a high definition look at Absolute Batgirl in the Absolute Batman universe. For those that don't know, this past weekend, today is Thursday, so this Sunday that just passed, this Saturday and Friday was the Heroes Aren't Hard to Find Comic-Con in Charlotte, North Carolina. And at that comic book convention, this image was announced to the wider, to everyone, that Batgirl, Absolute Batgirl, is going to make her debut in the Absolute Batman universe. So I'll show you all the information about that, and I want to hear what you guys have to say about that, because I don't know what to think about this design. Like, just from looking at this, it looks badass, but then there's other elements to the design that I'm like, I don't know why they did that, but yeah. All right, sorry. Before I forget, let me say hello to everybody in the chat. We got Tank. What's going on, Tank? Great to see you, man. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, smash that like button. Hit the like button. Every like helps spread the word. No, Scribe is in the chat. My brother is in the chat. What's going on? Diego Martin Peru. Then sound is way high. Gain is blown out. Is it still like that? Is it still high? Shit. That was like 10 minutes ago. Make Elliot's wild. Too much mic gain shit. Oh. 1 second. Huh. I think I have it right. 1 second, let me... Good news, right is right. Loyal thing, pick up shit, or unless you're selling me Lucky Strikes. I got Mike, TV Dub. What's going on, man? Good to see you. Scribe, what's going on? Shit. Hold on, give me a second, guys. Let me play another video while we're at it. While I take a look at that. And play this video. I'll be right back.
We're just trying to take our son out of this hostile environment.
Their son?
Maybe they're one of those gay couples.
Yeah, we're gay, and this is our adopted love child. We're not from around here. Don't make us go back to our liberal city home with tales of prejudice and bigotry from in the heart of Utah.
Oh, God, this is the last thing I need. Bunch of uppity homosexuals shooting their mouths off to the liberal media that the Federal Wildlife Marshal Office persecutes gays.
Are you fucking crazy? Now, they may be gay, but that's not their son, that's the ape.
I think I would recognize an ape if I saw one, okay? And the only thing I do recognize right now is a political fiasco here that I'm about to avoid by letting this butt-fucking Brady Bunch go.
Ah.
You are free to leave, sirs. Yes, you, sirs.
So we can just go?
Yes, sir. Please accept my apologies for detaining you and your unorthodox but constitutionally protected family unit.
Unfucking believable.
I might add that's one fine-looking boy you're raising there.
Hell yeah, that's because he's from my sperm. See, I knocked up this hot woman friend of ours who I fuck on the side, so not to be all the way gay, but my tubby husband here, he's 100% queer. He loves the cock.
Well, he certainly looks insatiable. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, it's not my way, but I'll be damned if there doesn't go one happy family. All right, gang. Let's just shoot some tear gas into the diner, and then when the guys come out with the monkey, we'll... Fuck beans! That was them, wasn't
Okay, is this better? Do I sound better? I didn't know I was blowing out like that. Jeez. Saying hello to everybody in the chat. Can you guys please let me know before I continue? Let me know. Let me know. Do I sound okay? Is this okay? Is this better? Will is in the chat. What's up, man? Do you want to hop on stream? I'll send you the link. Let me know. Travis Perrick, what's going on, man? I'm surprised no one knows who you are, man. You're a great backer and shit. Give me a second, I guess. Fuck. That's crazy. My settings are the same as always, man. This stuff is freaking me out. I don't do anything weird, and then all of a sudden my microphone sounds crazy. Is that better? Hello? One second.
We got to celebrate our differences. We got to celebrate our differences.
Ooga booga doo, ooga booga doo.
We got to celebrate our differences.
Nacho taco, chimichanga.
Cause it's beautiful when the whole world sings together as we.
Is this better? What's up, Travis, man? Good to see you, man. Does that sound better? Fuck. I'm getting annoyed. See, that's why they keep saying, Vito and Tony, is my mic okay? Is my audio okay? Does that sound better? Is it still blowing out? Is it? If I do this, is that better? Let me know in the chat. Someone let me know. Crazy. Maybe I should exit the stream and then come back. Let me try that. I'll put another video. Let's check out this D-Wags and Darren Wagner's here. Bam. Is that better? If you were in America, this would never happen. Move the mic and the whole foot away, baby. Is that better? Shit. Son of a bitch. Let me know, guys. This is horrible. I have to wait for feedback from you guys before I can know for sure if this is working or not. Let me get the link. And let me share the screen. Is that better? A little bit better? Is that okay? Is that fine? Okay, I guess that's fine. I'll just talk like this. All right, good. Man, that's horrible. I wasted 20 minutes trying to figure this shit out. Man. I can never get this stuff right, man. So frustrating. I can alert to that. All right, cool. Much better streamer name and exact. Yeah, man. Now he says it sucks. You know what? Oh, I also want to give a credit to Texas Mofo. I used your video last week when I was talking about Liam, and I didn't say anything about it. I'm sorry. I used the clip that I showed at the very beginning of the show I think it was last week, is a clip that I took directly from Texas Mofo. Credit to Texas Mofo for putting that video together. It's the video that shows us exactly the benefits, or it shows us exactly what was it that brought Liam back into CG's embrace. No, I'm not a. Does that sound better? You're probably using the wrong mic input. You're using a laptop. Yeah, I'm using a laptop. Maybe something, I don't know. And it's crazy because I thought I figured this out last time, and so I've been using the same settings in like the last few shows. But now today, for some reason, now everything sounds all weirded and bugged out. So I have no idea what the heck is going on. So yeah, let me look for the Will Studios, the will of the people. Let me see if I can send Will the link, and then you come on here. You can hang out. I'm gonna find out he's not following me, that he blocked me or some shit. That's going around. Let me see. What's up, Will? Is that the link? Come on in, brother. Oh yeah. But yeah, so this is the information that we got. This is a look at Absolute Batgirl. Now, there shouldn't be a problem with this because I think it looks badass. But hold on, let me take a look at this. It shouldn't be a problem at all because it looks badass if you ask me. But there is indeed a situation with this because it's not all like, badass. Because you see, Batgirl's holding a gun. Hold on, let me show the right pic. Here we go. And Will is here. What is up, Will?
What is happening, Elliot? We're looking
Hey, what's going on,
Barbara
man?
Gordon. This is Absolute Barbara.
Yes, Absolute Batgirl. Barbara Gordon. What do you think of this image? I thought it looks pretty dope.
She's got big feet, man. What is she doing?
You got steel toe boots.
Yeah, man. She's got steel toe boots. What does she keep in there? Because her toes can't come. Her toes are only coming up to the crease on those, man.
Extra toe jam.
She's got Batman's outfit from that alternate future reality from Batman vs Superman. Remember that?
Yeah, that's what
through the desert.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the one that the Batflick. No, they made an appearance on that Superman. Yeah, the Batman.
It was
Superman movie.
Damian Wayne. Damian Wayne's adult Batman costume was a trench coat too. Remember that?
Heck yeah, man. I didn't know. I didn't know Damian had a trench coat thing.
Damian has an alternate future version or something. I wasn't reading the comic books when they were doing this, but I remember seeing that where Batman had a trench coat and they were like, "Oh, that's Damian. That's Damian as a grown-up."
Huh.
But yeah, Batgirl, dude, Batgirl is supposed to be not this is like Raphael going out to see a movie. You know what I'm saying?
What happened? Say it again. I'm sorry.
You said bulky, man. I was going to go into her being more of a ballerina type. You know what I mean? Her being more, she's a 118-pound female. You know what I mean? She's not going to want to weigh herself down with a heavy trench coat and, good Lord, man. What do they do?
That does make sense, though. She might want to be more agile, nimble, so she can fight and stuff. Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
So yeah, not a fan.
I get that.
Personally, I think that they're, with the absolute Batman, it could have been really cool. And I say this having not read the series like at all. If they just kept it Bruce Wayne, right? Like looking at it from the outside, but I see they brought in all the Robins, and now all the Robins are riding around in mechs, right? And I'm curious what the mechs are even for. What's the Joker doing with these Robin orphans, giving them mechs? Like he's going to form Voltron or something. What's happening with that?
Man, if I had been following the Absolute series, I could probably tell you something about that, but I haven't.
Have you read any of it?
About it? No, not any of it. Is it good? Is it worth it? Because I heard some people saying it is good.
I saw some of the Bane stuff look pretty hardcore, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then I'm just not into it, man. I ain't got time for that. I bought a couple of issues. But look at this. Look at her arms, man.
Yeah.
Does she have cornrows?
Yeah, that's the thing that I wanted to get into. Because that's like the whole, like you see the image and then it looks like, okay, she looks pretty badass. She's bulked up because apparently from the images that I've seen on the Absolute Universe, like all the characters are just massively bulked up. And then you have it going on here. So there's where the wokeness lies, because it made her incredibly buffed up too.
So I thought that was if you want to make a black Commissioner Gordon, but do you have to make his daughter a gangbanger? Yeah. Like some butch lesbian gangbanger.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's where like the tit for tat, like we'll give you a cool ass Batgirl, but in exchange we're gonna make her a man.
I don't think they made a cool ass Batgirl at all.
Yeah. Nice. Now, can you hear me fine? I'm having problems, I think, with the mic.
I can hear you, but yeah, the gain. And I'm not an audio engineer, so to speak, but I know, like the gain will make you louder, but it's like weird echoey.
Muffled. I hope I sound better.
You sound definitely better than when I first got on. When I first got on, it sounded like you were screaming at me in a restroom or something. You know what I mean?
Nice. I'm sorry. I want a number 2 with everything.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Yeah, so this is the news that we got. The new reveal of Batgirl. She's going to appear apparently in Absolute Batman number 27, which will drop someday. Yeah, are you looking forward to that? Are you going to put that on your pull list?
I don't even have a pull list, bud.
Yeah.
I haven't had a pull list since 2011.
Man.
I saw the writing on the wall pretty early with after New 52 came out and stuff, and I was kind of like, I think I'm pretty much done. I was into manga anyway, and now every time I go into a comic book shop, there's nothing that really makes me be like, I got to get back into this. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I actually I stepped away from comics, and then when I came back into it, it was completely different. I was like, oh shit, what the heck is going on? I had seen they made Wolverine, I think, make out with Cyclops at some point. Nightwing is gay, Iceman is gay, all kinds of craziness, and I was like, this is not what I remembered. And I came back into it about 218, 219. I was like, that's completely different from when I left it in the 70s, in the 90s, man. And for example, here's a drawing from Michael Ferraro. And this is the kind of thing I would expect for a Batgirl, like a cutesy drawing, more feminine,
And she's even got a little Batgirl case, But this is a Batgirl from Superhero Girls, This is a Batgirl who's like, oh, I'm a Batman fangirl who wants to come around and help. So this is the what was the name? Yvonne something from the original Bat series, because wasn't the first appearance of Batgirl in the 60s show? Am I right or wrong?
I think so. Yeah, I think they might have created her for that old school TV show. Yeah, I think so. And that was also like a feminine version of Batman. No, it's not all like the antithesis to what he was. No, he was big and muscular. She was lean and graceful.
And she was like a mysterious sidekick that would appear. You know what I mean? Like Batman was like, "Who is she?" You know, like nobody knew, but everyone knew because it was Barbara Gordon.
Yeah, so that's what I had imagined. I had imagined that type of, you know, I mean, that's the image that I have when I think of Batgirl, but then everything is changed now. And this is an image from Heroes Con, a video that I found making the announcement, and the usual suspects on panel.
Yeah,
let's listen to this.
Absolute Batman number 24 stuff.
Not know that.
And I have a question for Nick, which I think everyone in this room probably has right now. So, you're launching your own cover here.
Everyone else is.
That's clearly.
I can't hear anything they're saying.
Can we say
I don't know. It's all muffled. But anyway, they seem real excited about this.
Yeah.
You know, they like Batgirl with her camo pants. They like Antifa Batgirl. They want Antifa Batgirl to come around and punish fascists. Is that her backstory? Do we know anything about how she's introduced?
Yeah. Yeah, man. I'm assuming we're going to find out in Absolute number 24, or I'm assuming it's going to lead into a storyline where we find out about her. So,
yeah.
Who knows?
She's radicalized by CNN, and she's out there attacking ICE agents. That's how this is going to start.
Yeah, man. It's going to lead us right down that same path as always.
Barbara is one of the only person
good guess
that knows Batman did not kill her father. So, you know, just
probably doesn't even have a motorcycle.
And the idea was like she's going to grab her dad's coat.
Oh man, they're going to give her a Segway or some shit, like one of those electric scooters. Zzz, and I hate those things.
Clippa says Absolute Batman is Antifa Batman, so this is par for the course of what people have been getting, it seems. Yeah, like, did you see that video of the dude going into the Antifa camp, right? Like, is that what Bruce's Batcave looks like in Absolute Batman? When he goes in, are there a bunch of filthy people with stalls and shit, you know, distributing literature, and there's just, like, flats of bottled water that appear out of nowhere?
Yeah, I'm pretty. It still sounds bad. Shit. No, but yeah, I would imagine that's exactly what they're looking for. No, that kind of environment, that kind of surrounding a place like that. I'm assuming that's where
that vibe.
That's what they look for. Yeah.
These are the people who like would join the Foot Clan if it existed today. Dude, that's who should be running Antifa in comic books is Shredder. Man.
Heck yeah.
They need to call
at least look badass while you're being lame.
Yeah, dude. And then he's, of course, you know, trying to upset society at large anyway. Serves his goals.
Yeah, so that was the news that was revealed at Heroes Con this past weekend. So I don't know what people. Nobody here likes it. I don't like it. But that's what the news was, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what the numbers say. I think that despite the numbers, they're going to still keep pushing this stuff, but that's what we got.
Yeah, it's entrenched now. They're just going to sink with the ship, you know, and that's where
they're going to keep pushing it.
I really feel like we need good content to be coming out of Comicsgate. You know what I mean? We all need to focus on getting these comic books finished.
Heck yeah, man. Let's see what else. And I got some other news also from. Hold on. I got some other news in my email from Compass Comics. Did you get that news? You sound like Vader. Oh man, horrible.
Compass Comics. That's Graham Nolan.
Heck yeah. Let me see if I can do something about this.
What did you get? The Canoe?
No, Graham has said before that he's not going to work in the superhero genre. He's going to try to not mess with that. But he has changed his opinion on that, and now he's going to launch Compass Comics' first superhero comic. And this is the backdrop for the thumbnail for this week. And this is great news. Apparently the name of the book is called The Fantastics. I don't know if that's a play with Fantastic Four and The Incredibles. I'm assuming it's like a family superhero comic group thing. But Will, could I ask you a big favor to read this and just entertain the people for a minute? I'm going to try to come back and see what I can do about this, Mike.
Sure.
Yeah. The show is yours.
Well, I am super excited to announce the first superhero comic from Compass Comics, The Fantastics. My journey into comics started blah, 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 and I can't even see it anymore. So I can look that up later. The Fantastics, I don't know about that name, bud. I don't know. I think we could work on that. It needs to, what is that? It does evoke sort of a Fantastic Four, Incredibles vibe. Maybe you can make it, I'm not Graham Nolan, maybe he's, I have to maybe trust his vision. Maybe wait till I see some of the artwork. But one thing, me personally, is I don't like generic stuff. You know what I mean? I don't want to see giant robot spiders. I don't want to see another mole man. All right. We've done all this. We need to pound a new road. All right. Now with the Fantastics, if it looks cool, it can overcome a bland title. Tank Ferret says, I'm not sold on the title. Clipiverse. The Fantastics is probably intending to invoke that Fantastic Four vibe. Yes, absolutely. So are we looking at a family? Are we looking at sort of a found family situation where maybe, a group of people escape a hard situation? Maybe they're all in jail. Maybe they're all in like a Dr. Seuss prison. Who knows? Is this going to be a multiverse thing? Maybe when Elliot comes back, he can tell me. He can tell me more. It might have been in the third paragraph, all this information. Benjamin Soto says the font looks closely to Fantastic Four font. Yeah, like 60s retro vibe. Fantastic Four. Here, I'm going to pull up another window here and Google this Fantastics by Graham Nolan. Let me just go to compasscomics.com. I haven't met Graham, so I haven't had a chance to tell him that I'm cool and I'm not an asshole. So this will be this, he's gonna get word where it's like, oh yeah, Will was trashing your name. Will thinks the Fantastics is bland. He specifically said bland. It's like, fuck that kid.
Hello?
What is up? I lost the screen you were sharing, so I'm looking up the Fantastics here.
Hello, Will. Can you hear me?
What is up? I can hear you.
I can't hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you perfectly fine. I believe the chat can also hear me. Okay. So you may just have to be looking at that audio. But if you look at Graham's stuff, I mean, Monster Island, that's like very sort of that same like 60s era, like Monsters era sort of thing, right? So like he's selling to his audience. I've not bought any of Graham's books. The artwork looks good. He's definitely a good artist.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah. Can you hear
me?
Okay.
Yes.
Dude, and you're coming across great. What was the issue?
I have no idea. I don't know what I pressed. I don't know what. I have no idea.
Hey, never mind. You still sound kind of effed up, but not as bad as before.
Shit.
Not as bad as before. So I think I messed up. The Chanu was the other guy, Lepresti, right?
No. Chanu is from Graham Nolan, but the audio is too much.
Graham Nolan has I'm on compasscomics.com. I just expected to see the Chanu, but I see Escape from Monster Islands.
Does that sound better?
Yeah, you sound fine. He's got Joe Frankenstein, The Ghost of Matacumbe Key. But yeah, I got about a paragraph in to that thing.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Spin it a little down.
You're good.
Okay. All right. Man, fuck, this is so horrible. I'm wasting like a whole hour of this show.
It's a good show.
All right.
Fine. We're fine.
Yeah. Thanks, Will. So it says here that he's super excited. Did you read this, Will?
I read the first little bit of it, and then when you popped off, it fell off.
Crap.
Right? So then I started... how do you feel about Fantastics as a title?
I don't know. I think that sounds pretty derivative, man. I think it sounds like almost like... and the way he's got the logo... here, like you can't help but associate that with Fantastic Four. I don't know if that's what he's going for, or that's the vibe he's trying to push. But because the early Fantastic Four logos look just like that.
What if he called it the Incredible Fantastics,
or Fantastically Incredibles? But yeah. I mean, I'm up for Graham doing
Well, is there any artwork, or is it just a font? What else do we got in here?
Much better, Mike. Good. All right, awesome. Thank you very much. For people in the chat, Zebra, I don't think I've seen you in the chat. If you want to come on, and I think you do comics also. You can come on here and give us your.
You remember the Nephilim, right?
That's not Nephilim Squadron. That's
No. It's a dude. He's got a blue suit with a black thing. He's got dark whip powers.
Ah, nice. Would you like the link, Zever? But Acadian, what's going on, Acadian? How you doing, man? Yeah, this is the logo for the Fantastic Four, and it looks like very similar.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys can see that. That's the old school logo from back in the day. Hold on, can you got?
Yeah, shoot Zever the comics or Zever Comics the link. That is, shoot Zever the link. The comics.
It's in the chat because I don't I don't know if I can find you quick enough on X, but yeah, just need to just read like Nephilim like a month or so ago. Nice stuff, awesome stuff, man. Flatey, awesome stuff, man. But yeah, so that logo looks like the Fantastic Four logo. So I don't know what to think about that. Hopefully,
I think you know just what to think about that. Okay, you're expecting an uncle with powers, and you're expecting mom and dad to have powers, and you're expecting baby to have unpredictable powers. You know, that's what you're expecting. And if he delivers that in a way that's cool, awesome. You know what I mean?
Heck yeah.
If the mom is hot, I might be on board. Okay. Is there a hot daughter?
Mom?
You know?
Heck yeah. Then it says, my journey to comics started as a monster kid. Then I transitioned into comics and fell in love with superheroes. When I started Compass Comics, I wanted to focus on the Monsterverse. Having played in the superhero sandbox most of my career, I actively avoided superheroes until the right idea came along. And guess what? It did. Superheroes have become so dark, so political, so nihilistic that I wanted to return them back to fun, inspirational action adventure tales. The Fantastics are all of that and more, and it fits perfectly into my Nolanverse. So yeah, there will be monsters too. I'll be sharing more info and images here as I move forward. The Fantastics will be my next crowdfund project once Chanu 77 and is fulfilled. What is Tales of what is GSTFM?
Monster Island.
Ah, yeah, okay.
I think FMT is from Monster Island.
Oh, but FMT that wouldn't be Island. Fisted Manly Tales, giant fisted manly.
Yeah. The book where you my promotional for that is Get Fisted. No, yeah. Okay, I
There
got
you
you.
go. And he is the Chanu guy.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What up, Ryan?
Can you hear me? Am I good?
I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was
just making sure.
If I wrote a comic book called
Giant
The Fantastics, I think because I'm a father of 3 girls, I would write it about a superhero because you got to have a superhero family, right? And it's got to be about the family dynamics. So it would be about me hating all their boyfriends and have their boyfriends be like different a-hole superhero types, you know?
All the guys you would hate to meet. Yeah. I got that. Yeah.
Yeah, and you'd have to rein them in every like once a month, you know, every cycle. So depending on where they are in their puberty. So
right.
Yeah, it might, you know, like 1 week out of the month is like, no, we don't do superhero stuff.
Yeah, right. It's just me out here, guys. The girls are at home. The Powerpuff Girls are staying at home.
Hey Ryan, this is your first time on the show. Can you share with us your book? Do you have your book with us?
I do.
Can you share us? What's going on, Ryan? Nice to meet you.
There it
man.
is. Hey,
What's
nice
this?
to meet you. This is
What is
my
that?
book, The Nephilim.
Nice.
And
is it? Are you crowdfunding it right now?
I had already done that. We printed it. I actually went to my first convention a couple weeks ago over here in Houston. Went to Comic Palooza, and Friday was not the greatest, but it was my first one. So I was like, okay. I moved the table to the side on Saturday and was able, because the aisles were like really, really wide. So like, you know, when people are walking through, you know, they're sort of, I don't know, they kind of want to like, you know, kind of side eye, you know, what you got going on. But they really don't want to interact, you know. So I was like, you know what? Let me for Saturday we moved the table to the side. I went out in the aisle and was like, hey, you know, let me pull you over and kind of show you some of the things I have, and that actually worked, huh?
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
You got to lead it. You got to lead him into your van.
Yeah,
hey,
yeah. So
candy.
I mean,
I got some candy, guys.
and if you're going to a convention, you know, I'd done expos and stuff like that because I come from a running community. So when I used to go to expos for like, you know, marathons, half marathons, 5Ks, 10Ks, things like that. So we would, you know, try to entice people to sign up for those runs. And in order to do that, we didn't have table. I mean, we had tables, but they were always behind us with like, you know, maybe shirts or, you know, kiosks or, you know, whatever it is. You know, we would have actually go out there with the iPad or clipboard or something like that, and you know, kind of, you know, get their information and all that. And so I was like, you know what, let me throw away this idea of like, you know, having the table in front and me just kind of, you know, that buffer's there, you know. So let me just take that out. And so what I did was I repurposed my I brought those foam pads to stand on, because standing on concrete, you know, for 8 hours or whatever does, you know, horrible things to your lower back, you know, if you have back issues, but or even your feet, you know, just from standing in one spot. I'm sorry.
Yeah, drawing messes up your back too if you don't know how to do it right. Yeah.
If you're hunched over. Yeah, exactly. So you know what I did was I repurposed them, put them in the middle of my 10 by 10 square, and I just sort of brought everybody in. And once I felt like, okay, that was sort of my goal. Once I have you on the cushion, you know, then you're sort of you're mine. You know, you're there. You're enthralled with whatever it is I have to say, and hopefully I can, you know, if I have done that, I've done my part in sort of enticing you to say, hey, you know, here's some of the things that I have to offer. Because I had, you know, my comic there. We had just gotten it printed from Critical Blast, and they had
nice.
They'd rushed the copies over to me because I was like, I was in the middle of fulfilling, but I was like, yo, what I need you to do is take out the copies that you need, and then give me the rest. And because I need to have something physical to, you know, to offer people. So that was kind of fun. It was all last minute, but it all worked out, and it was pretty good, man. So I really I enjoyed myself. And so we scheduled the next one, which is in Bell County, and that's sort of close to Temple, Texas. And there's supposed to be like a big con there, and they got like Power Ranger actors and stuff like that coming out. So I'm like, okay, cool, we'll check it out and see how that goes.
Nice, awesome stuff, man.
Yeah.
Nice,
so
stuff, man.
So yeah, I saw that you had a CG. I'm sorry.
Is that how you found your way into CG? Are you CG?
No. I have been talking to Katie since 2024, and I've just sort of been in the background, just kind of talking to people, and just kind of making friends, but not really kind of jumping on and jumping onto that many streams because I was like, you know what, if I'm streaming, I'm not really focused on my work. I'm not really drawing. Like as I was listening to you guys, and that's kind of what I do is I'm coloring my cover for my next issue, and typically, I'll get on like a draw stream with some people on Sundays. We try to do a draw stream just to be around other artists, and kind of sit back and sort of collaborate, do that. I'd been recommended when I first started doing this Clip Studio Paint because I'm a Photoshop guy. I've done Adobe since like 2001. And so it was sort of a little bit of a learning curve, but I really found that Clip Studio helps me out with these certain aspects or ways of setting up the comic, and then for coloring or for effects or anything like that, I turn to what I know, which is Photoshop. I go back to that because it's sort of my safe space.
I was always under the impression that Adobe was much better than Clip Studio. I have Clip Studio, but I mean,
it's very versatile. I can do almost anything in Adobe that I want. The thing that I like about Clip is that I can already preset the pages. I can have the layouts. I can set up all of the gutters. I can do all of that very easily, very quickly. I can do the same thing in Photoshop, but I'd have to build it. I'd probably build it in Illustrator first. Like before I got into Clip Studio, I was drawing bubbles and things like that. Just sort of like adding my elements in Illustrator. And I was gonna okay, well, whenever I need them, I'll just pull them into Photoshop. But with the way the balloon situation in Clip is just so easy. It's so easy to just modify it, move it around, repurpose. Make different shapes, all that kind of stuff, and it all work. And the more I've sort of like learned how you can do these different things, the more I'm like, yo, this is so much more versatile than I thought it was, right? Because I mean, I would look up tutorials on YouTube to figure it out. It's like, okay, what are the different things that I'm missing out on? What are the different things that I'm not familiar with? And I've learned a lot. But because I have the Photoshop background, it was a lot easier for me to sort of make that, I don't want to say transition, but sort of make that addition to my repertoire.
Nice. Awesome. Sounds great, man. And Will, do you use Clip Studio or Photoshop?
No, I'm using Procreate.
That's not either or.
I think that's Apple based.
An iPad thing.
Yeah. My in-laws have it. That's what she uses. She uses Procreate.
And so I do end up going in and like making my own word balloons, and stuff like that. So that just, that's going to be the look of the comic book. I'm not going to have anything that's like vectored in my comic.
That was one thing for me was like, using Illustrator was that I can make it vectored so I can change it without losing resolution.
Right.
Oh yeah.
And that's the strength of using those other programs.
Yeah, and I came from that background. So when I transitioned, I'm a professional artist, but when I got into comics, it was I'd already had that background. I'd made logos and I had done graphic tees because I used to press my own shirts, but I do it for like those running events. We'd have the shirts, we'd put the event on there and then squeegee it on the shirt and all that, and then send them out. But I'd also help set up the vectors for the different inks that were used. So I had a bit of a background.
Have you worked for Marvel or DC?
No?
No?
I have no
professional
connection to any not Arctic Press, not Image, not anybody. I just I've always been an artist. I've just that's what I went to school for. So
this is what you're drawing,
really
Will?
cool.
Yeah, this is so I'm working on this page for Revenant Steel, and I'm the dude in his basement. I probably should have gone to art school, or maybe it was smart of me to go to culinary school. Who knows? But I came up with this idea, and I've just been hammering away at it. And yeah, I come from a background.
What page are you
of
on
just-
now?
Huh?
What
This
page are
is
you on now?
page like 9. So I
Oh,
have
nice.
about 6 pages completely done that only need and need is a word that maybe I shouldn't use, but minor tweaks, I could probably get away with just calling them finished. And then most of them are like 70, 80% done of the first 13 pages.
Nice.
Right?
Awesome
So this
stuff, man.
one, this demonic entity is coming out from behind this mountain, right? If I get rid of my blue layer and change the opacity.
Man, I might jump into digital myself, man, because there's so much stuff you can do with it, man.
Yeah, and I gotta clean up my layers on this image too. I gotta frequently go in and clean out my layers, but
yeah, that's layer management is sort of I want to say my Achilles heel, in that I keep clicking on different layers. I'm like, what layer is this? What layer is this?
Yeah. So this is a page that's almost
What's
done.
up, man?
What up, guys?
I got to go in and put some more background details in here and stuff like that. For the most part, it's done. I got to do the finishing inks down here where he's going to pull the rat out of his mouth.
Nice. And that's one thing that you can sort of get trapped in with digital art. You have to be mindful for. When I drew my first comic, and this is why I'm going to have I'm going to do a contest, because you're able to zoom in. But you're able to zoom in so far, to where the naked eye can't see.
See,
so
and that's
have details that you can't see on print that you can only get on a PDF or a Kindle version. So,
So if you look at this page, because I made it the whole page, because usually if I'm doing a panel, I can just don't zoom in past where the panel is this big, right?
Yeah.
So this one I put in a big green grid so that if I'm too close, I'll know it. I can keep it where,
That's
where
Yeah,
I'm
no,
not going to
that's
zoom
a
in
good-
too much.
Yeah.
Looks good, dude. I like that hand.
Thank you.
Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah, no, I like
your
it.
soul, buddy.
Yeah, Scotsman's in the chat. What's up, Scotsman? He says Photoshop is superior for coloring in many ways, but Clip is a one-stop shop for the whole comic making process. Huh.
Is Clip better than Procreate? Do you think, for lettering styles and stuff like that? I've been thinking about getting one of those.
I can import fonts and stuff like that. I downloaded stuff off Blambot and
But what's a better program for drawing?
In my opinion,
I prefer to. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I love Clip Studio. I've been a fan of it. I've had it for years, but I've never compared it to other programs, so I don't know. I keep hearing that Adobe Photoshop is much better in the professional sense. No,
I
also
have that for my
pre-press,
desktop.
stuff like that.
I want something for my iPad because I use Affinity right now, and I don't. It's good. It just doesn't have all the effects as Photoshop and everything, so I have to go into my desktop and do that. But I heard Procreate's really good for logo designs. I never used it.
I don't know about Vector.
Ryan,
I think that Illustrator would probably be the best way to go if you want to.
I have that. I just want something for the iPad. People say,
I get that. What I've done is I have a small tablet, Wacom tablet, and I use Clip and I use Photoshop and I use Illustrator on that as well. So that's my mobile. When I was out, we went on a cruise and I took that with me. And while we weren't doing anything, I was back in my little room. I could take that out and mess with it and whatever, and also going to fast food restaurant or whatever while I'm out I had it with me, so it was very. And what you can do, what was really cool with Clip, is that you buy an account, but you can also buy another I want to say cereal, but you buy another not a subscription, but because you share it, but you can upload your work to the cloud, and then you can share it between devices, so that if I go out and I'm doing something and I upload what I've done, I don't have to transfer or anything like that. When I get home, I can just easily jump on.
I hate doing that,
here.
dude. I have to go to Photoshop to Illustrator, from Affinity to Illustrator, back and forth, because certain things don't have. So the iPad doesn't support Illustrator like it does in the desktop, so it's limited. So it's oh, dude. See,
Yeah,
I don't know,
if you have the resources, I would say like get a Wacom tablet.
Yeah.
You know,
They're
use your.
expensive. They're pricey, man.
I mean, if you're doing it on your business, you can use it as an expense,
Yeah.
as a write off. You know, you can get some help there, but that's definitely something that I felt like, okay, I need to have this. I need to have this so that I can. I'm not in a situation where I'm stuck out and I'm like, oh man, you know, I've got to find a different alternate way. Because I was like, you know, while I'm at home, you know, I have this the Cintiq, you know, sitting down here, and I was like, well, if I'm gonna do this, I don't want to transfer and do something else. You know, I don't want to mix and match and try to come up with some sort of solution. What is the easiest way? What is something that's going to be less of a headache? And so that's the reason why I chose to go with the tablet, just to marry well with the display thing here.
Yeah, it's
Nice.
crazy, man.
Crazy
so much
stuff.
technology.
Yeah, I mean,
so much.
Yeah. That's why I just stick the pen and pencil and paper. It's a learning curve to that stuff, man, because you got to figure out how to use this. I can't even get the fucking mic to work. I'm gonna fucking get the.
Well, the thing is that like you want to have both in your arsenal.
Yeah.
Now, what I've learned with digital is that, you know, it's easier, it's quicker. You know, you can turn out pieces a lot easier, a lot quicker. You can get the files, you know, set up, ready, all that. Versus, you know, something that you're having, you know, that could easily get damaged or you know, messed up, you know, or, you know, ink could be, you know, accidentally put on the wrong spot. I want to be able to, you know, grow that, you know, as well for myself, you know, to have that physical, because a lot of people like the, you know, the physical, the like, you know, your physical version, you just draw it out, you scan it, you know, and then some people, you know, digitally color it, you know. But you know,
I do that.
You want to have versatility. You want to be able to do something physically with a pen and pencil, as well as a stylus, you know. So
yeah.
Yeah.
My brain's exploding. I use digital, but I use digital for touch-ups. Like I do all my artwork traditional, and then I scan it, and then I touch up some stuff because so I can't figure out like a streamlined way of like exporting or importing, or I don't know what the word is for like getting the line art. So sometimes I'll see like errors in the line art that I just have to go over and touch up. So I do that, and it gets really tempting because like when I do the line art, I see that I can also draw white on it, because if I have to do white on paper, I have to use white out or whatever. But on the digital form, we could just do the, you know, just click. I'm using white. Click. I'm using red. Click. No, so it's easier. It's tempting, and I think one day I may make the change over one day. I don't know, because it's so
digital.
I think I may. I think I might. One thing, for example, that surprises the crap out of me every time I see like a digital art piece or whatever is like the need for having pencils and then for having inks. Like I don't know why you just go straight to the inks. You just draw everything in black. Why the need for like the under?
Okay,
you couldn't.
I get you. I don't. Sometimes I do, just because. Okay, so when you're drawing with pencil, the good thing about it is that it's sort of kind of smudgy, kind of not clear. So if you're drawing something and you're kind of going over it a couple different times and you have the opacity turned down a little bit, you can create lines that you didn't originally have in your head that you're like, hey, that looks a lot better than what I originally put down on the pad. So then when you go back over, you blue line that. So then, you know, and that's just an easy click of the button in Clip Studio, or also in Photoshop. You can just, you know, change the hue. But you can easily just blue line it and then go back over that in your pen. And make the line, you know, a definite line in what you what you see from, you know, the quote unquote pencils that you made. And then, you know, you can blue line that if you want to refine that, which is, you know, something I do is I'll go back and I'll make it cleaner. Like a lot of the stuff that I have, you know, in my artwork is that it's not, and everybody's, you know, art form is different, but my lines are very crisp. My lines are very, I work in 600 DPI, which for a lot of stuff isn't really needed, but I do it anyway, just because I want to be able to zoom in and make those sort of adjustments. Yeah, exactly. because when you zoom out, for me, it makes it that much better. But when you take it to a printer, it doesn't matter because the ink is going to hit the page the same way. So you're still going to get that crisp line, but it might not be as crisp as it was digitally, which is why you offer your PDF version so that you can have people like kind of zoom in and like really take a look at like all of the other stuff. Like my first page in the comic book, in my comic book, I have like a lot of different things that like you wouldn't notice with like
show us.
Yeah. So if you look at here, you'll see the pizza joint. And then you'll see like right here, that's Flynn's from Tron, and then I have Ray's Occult, and then I've got I've just got a whole bunch of different things that you won't see, and then up here, I have like a little drone that nobody's going to notice. Even in the city here, the cityscape, I've got Stark Tower, and I've got a whole bunch of different things that you wouldn't notice, like I said, by the naked eye, but because I'm working in 600 DPI, I'm able to get in there and like really get some fine details that you'll miss if you're not really looking for it. And that's another reason why I'm trying to do my little Easter egg contest. I went through and almost on every single page, I put details like that. I put things from Ghostbusters, from Transformers, from Batman, Superman, whatever. It's all in there, but you just have to find it. So.
Yeah, that's what I find that annoying about digital artists. It's like, you guys are cheating, man. I can't zoom in that much on my paper.
But you can get your magnifying glass. So.
yeah. I'm gonna have to get one of those. Yeah, because it's great that you guys can do that, and that's another tempting thing also. But then you get Will's dilemma where you just don't know how far into the details you should go. No, but
let me finish. Make yourself a guide,
Yeah.
Right.
Let me read these comments. Scotsman says, if you want to mess around with digital for free, you can give Krita a shot too, as well as Photopia, browser-based clone of Photoshop.
Photopia, yeah. It's really laggy though. Photopia, yeah. Same thing with Inkscape is fucking laggy and hard too.
I got Clip Studio. I use Inkscape also a lot. I like Inkscape actually. I think it's pretty good. But I mean, I don't use it for drawing. I use it for other things. Benjamin says Clip Studio is good for drawing and inking. Photoshop is best for coloring. Affinity Design is good for lettering if you want to avoid Adobe. Nice. I was a staunch Adobe user. But working digitally cuts your profitability because you have no physical art to sell. That's a good point. And
Adobe's good because it got all the effects and everything, especially for letters.
Yeah, and then any tips? Yeah, and then also I saw this on X. Bosch announced that he's doing, if I'm not mistaken, a second chance campaign or the last chance campaign to back Pigman. It's on Fund My Comic.
Yeah.
I love Bosch.
Yeah, he's the man.
I wish I could have him back on the show. He's cool.
Dude, I was upset. I was late on to Goth Night because I was working too late, but he swung through Goth Night this past Sunday. Or was it 2 Sundays ago?
Heck yeah. And then so here's the link for his campaign. He's got a few books left. He left an announcement on his store because he's got a Bosch Fawston store. And let me read that announcement. Let me bring that up. It says Propaganda, drawing the line against Jihad, first print appearance of Pigman, 128 pages, 9x11 square bound poster type, wartime images with my essays on Islam and Jihad. So he found 10 copies of this book. There's 5 copies left. And he's also got a print of his Charlie Hebdo print. Yeah, so you can get that. Get that at the store. Yeah, we need Pigman to conquer New York. Heck yeah, man! You got that.
Yeah,
you got the Muslim mayor. The mayor Muslim.
He just did like a big pride festival. He was like, he had all these like weird black trannies on stage. New York is falling, brother. New York is falling.
What are Pigman's powers? Is he just like a super soldier with a pig suit?
His powers are kicking Jihad's ass. I have no idea. I'm assuming it's super strength.
Of people. Is he going to be able to take on like 20 dudes at once, or what? Or does he need to use the element of surprise / stealth to accomplish his missions?
I get Daredevil Batman vibes, so I'm assuming he can kick a lot of ass. I'm assuming. I don't know. I haven't. That's why I mean I backed the book and I'm looking forward to reading about him and seeing what he's got. But off the top of the head, I'm assuming it's just super strength.
I got a copy on the way.
Nice.
Yeah, me too, man. That was some of the news that I saw on X that I wanted to share with everyone to make sure to get Pigman. This is the last chance to get it because I think he's about to go to print. And then so you guys get it. Get it.
Get it.
Heck yeah. And then Scribe here on the panel, he's got some big news. I was freaking out. I saw this.
You were freaking out.
It's coming. Yeah, man, because
can you
I'm excited. I'm bringing it up. Hold on.
I can't. That thing is all messed up, dude.
Is it time? Is it time to sign up?
It's time to sign up, folks. Sorry, I'm doing some shit.
It is time. It is time to sign up. Yeah, tell us about this, Scribers. Let me read this. It says the sign up page is here. Be among the first 50 signups, and you'll receive a free Heavy Adamo sticker and an 8x5x11 print when the book launches. 2026 is the year of flesh and metal. Sign up now and join the mission. I already signed up. Did you guys sign up? Sign up.
Sign up. First 50 get a free sticker and a print. So that'll be pretty awesome, man. July 10th is the launch.
Sticker.
Yes, everybody likes stickers, bro.
Yeah, so don't be lame and sign up today. Tell us about Heavy Adamo. What is that about? Give us your pitch.
Well, it's Brian. It's a delinquent teenager. Gets caught up in some mischief and ends up finding this huge mech underground laboratory and winds up accidentally piloting it. And during the piloting session, he becomes kind of enamored by this robot. So basically, meets this guy named Dr. Harold, who is an ex-military doctor who actually created Automo. And they form kind of a bond, kind of like, Back to the Future with the Doc and the Marty, kind of that type of style. And they form a bond, and he winds up piloting this huge mech named Automo. And they find out that the mech is powered by this huge core of neutron star. Neutron star was harvested by the military. So now there's this alien invasion coming from a distant galaxy wanting their prized possession back. So there's a huge conflict coming on Earth. And Automo is here to save the day, guys. Yeah,
so it's like a big Gundam robot mech thing.
Yeah, it's about 65 meters tall. So it's pretty big.
Nice.
Not Gundam's a little smaller. It's not as big as Pacific Rim. Those are like Twin Tower huge. Those are like way too big, I think.
Now you're saying like this kid becomes enamored. He becomes enamored with Automo.
He's a
Does
comic
Automo
book fan.
have? Is he purely machine, or does he have some like Evangelion thing going on?
So I don't want to explain too much because then it just kind of spoils it.
I also want to say 1 second. I want to say that Ryan dipped out. Apparently, he doesn't like Heavy Adamo.
Ryan, you got to say goodbye.
No. I just lost connection. I was like, what happened? I was like, he was about to explain it, and then he.
So yeah, and he left.
He left. He left. You went to lift. You got a lift. Yeah, it's not. I don't want to explain too much. Well, but it's.
Give me some spoilers.
It's okay. It's not sentient, but it moves on vibes and emotion.
Right.
So whoever's the pilot, so the pilot's
more of a Gurren Lagann situation.
Kind of, but not too
Evangelion situation.
Yeah, that's a little more like godish type thing, especially Gurren Lagann.
It moves on funk.
It moves on funk. But yeah, it moves on emotion. And
funkier the pilot, the funkier the outcome.
Yeah, so if he could dance, the mech could dance too. But
oh, nice. It's like a mood ring. Whatever mood you're in.
Kind of, yes. But the thing is, it could kill you. So there's like a caveat to it. Yeah, I don't want to say too much.
Kind of
about
like
that.
Christine.
Ooh, kind of like I love that movie, dude. I love that fucking movie. Great soundtrack. Yes, kind of almost like Christine, but
Like
you could
Christine
take it into a good way or a bad way. Yeah, in a way. Gurren Lagann is good, by the way. I try to recommend that to people. It's just really complex and weird. But this is kind of more of like a super robot, old school, like the early '80s type style, like a Volts 5, Mazinger. Even though Mazinger got more complicated and weird towards the end. Get a robo flavor. Yeah.
Nice, man. That's awesome. So the sign up page is live so people can start signing up. Do you know when you're going to launch?
July 10th.
That's the launch. That's the day. That's the launch day. Oh, nice.
Yeah. Can you
Where,
hear me?
where are you launching?
Hey, can you hear me? I keep saying.
Yeah.
I can hear you when you speak.
It's a good one. It's a good one. Where am I going to launch? Probably at Fund My Comic, and I'm still working on Indiegogo. It's just not working.
No, like you have to you have your launch day, but you have to like do a stream that day. How you gonna do that?
I'm working on that stream. Trying to figure out where to go.
Well, I know I have a small ass audience, but if you want to do it here, I think we can make that work because I think I'll have that day off.
All right.
Or wherever you do your launch, invite me, please. I would like to be there.
You are invited. You're on the list. You're on the list.
Okay.
Of the panel I want to have on. But if it's in the morning, man, I'll come on. You know?
Wait, are you going to do it on your channel?
I don't have a channel.
But don't you stream with Ben
Commandos?
on Sundays?
Oh,
no, with Ben on Sundays?
On Sundays, I could do it with Ben. Yeah. Well, every channel I'm going to be on, I'm going to do it, obviously. You know, Commandos and Saturday. But it's a Friday launch. Okay. So, yeah.
He's a wanderer, Elliot. Yeah. He's a Ronin.
He doesn't
have
have
a
a
channel of his own.
I refuse to have my own channel, right? I go everywhere.
He's nomadic.
Yeah, I see that. He's everywhere and nowhere. Oh, man.
Everywhere and nowhere.
He's omnipresent. Yeah.
Omnipresent.
Don is in the chat. What's up, Don?
What up,
yeah, so
Don?
however you organize that, I would like to be on there because I'm excited about the project and Scribe has been in this chat for a long time, and then I like that he's doing the thing.
He was my
normally
first.
You recommend.
You were my first. Elliot.
This was the first stream.
This is my first stream. Elliot was my first. He broke my.
Cherry. Did I pop your cherry? Nice. You never forget your first. Happy Pride Month, people. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride, everybody.
Happy Pride.
What can they? But no, yeah. Normally, you give advice to people, all these creators that are coming around, and then sometimes people hear it, sometimes people pay attention, sometimes people don't. And so, like for example, you have a campaign, you should promote it months before you have your sign up list. Have your sign up list for like about 2 or 3 months. Then do your launch date, and then your launch date has to be big. Scribe, do you have like a tchotchke like for that day only, or what's the incentive for backing all of that day?
I have something planned. I'll let you guys.
Is it the Vasilis thing? Because you revealed that.
No, it's not the Vasilis cover. That's a Virgin cover, by the way. Yeah, nice. I know everybody likes.
But yeah, heck yeah, I'm gonna bring that up. And yeah, so I recommend like if you're gonna do like a launch stream, if you're going to hype people up, have like a 24-hour variant or some perk that's available only that day of launch, and then launch day has to be big,
baby.
And some people listen and some people don't, man. Some people do ninja. What's it called? Ninja launches. Nobody knows about it. Yeah, nobody knows about it, and then they figure out why didn't my book fund? So
yeah,
so there's steps involved, and you have to do the steps, otherwise you're going to fall flat on your face.
It's true. It's true.
Does Otomo have a weapon, or is that a secret?
He does. He has like a huge power axe, kind of like an energy axe, but it looks a little cooler than the Optimus one. It's like a double-sided, like. It's pretty wild. He has a sword also too, energy sword. Nice. He has whips. He has all kinds of crazy little doodads.
Man, I like this. Man. Look at this.
And they're separate doodads. It's not a singular doodad that forms an axe, forms a sword, forms.
No,
Okay.
they're all inside him. They're all internal.
Got it.
Internal doodads.
Internal
Pride
doodads,
Month.
everybody.
Pride Month is every month. I'm gonna rock out with my cock out, man.
Whoa. Now you're getting a little too spicy.
Push this too Pride Month for it.
You're pushing it too far, Elliot. You went too far.
Clipperverse says it's going to back Automo day 1. Heck yeah, man. That's the idea. We have to back it on the first day. You got to get this thing funded the first day. Heavy Automo reminds me of those classic. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, man. I like the design. I like what Vasilis is doing with this. This looks great. This looks great, man. And he's perfect for the IP. You know, he's got the anime vibe to it.
How heavy is he? If he's heavy Atomo, how heavy is he?
pretty freaking heavy.
Yeah.
65 meters of steel. Yeah, Ben's killing it right now, dude. Working on more pages. Yeah.
Wait, Ben,
awesome.
Ben
Herrera.
Ben. Yeah, hold on. He's doing the line art.
He's the
right?
internal. Interior.
Yeah, interior artist.
He's doing covers.
Who did the coloring? Who did the coloring on this page? This looks great.
Ferry's doing all the colors. That's my color guy.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
he did. I told him to do like a more cell shade anime style for the color.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I got you. So he's very versatile. Nice. So I got like, I want this style. Yeah, that's a good.
Can I snatch him?
No. No. Let me finish first, bro. Let me finish what I gotta do with him first.
Oh, yeah, okay.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, I'll hook you up with him. He's always looking for work.
Nice.
He's got a lot of different styles. I think he's doing stuff with Mark Morales right now.
Nice.
A book. Yeah, I did the logo for him called Until You Die. It's Mark Morales and Shahad. My old artist that I had before Ben, I fired him.
Yes.
So, he just couldn't. He didn't know how to do mechs. He didn't know how to do that style, and like it just didn't fit. He's a great artist. He's more like a Rob Liefeld style. It just didn't work.
So he didn't have any feet.
No, it's not like that. But like he had that, very 90s. It didn't mesh, man. It's like his pages were a little boring in a way. They weren't fun and like dynamic. So when I found Ben, I was like, bro, his pages are crazy. It just tells a story, very dynamic compositions. So
heck yeah. Let's take a look at some of that artwork, because I know you got artwork on your page. July 10th, right? July 10th.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hold on. And you're making an appearance this Saturday on Dawn's show?
This Saturday, next Saturday.
Next Saturday. Okay.
July. I'm sorry. I think it's in July.
Nice. I'm trying to find some of the interiors, because I know you've been posting interior artwork for the book.
Let me try to post it.
I got a piece.
It won't let me.
It should.
It was having problems. It was having problems.
Hold on. All right, here we go. Oh wait, this is it. All right.
You want me to send it to you? That's that's page 1.
Oh, nice.
Page 1, baby.
Now I remember seeing this, but like there was the exact same sort of fight between this. I think was it this guy and Tomo?
Yeah,
but it was
he did it's a pinup. He did.
Okay.
I commissioned him to do like a bunch of pinups and like promo art too. So
yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's
great
so good,
angle.
dude. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's really
That's
good.
A lot of tentacles.
Yeah, he's really good at like just. It feels like a Saturday morning cartoon in a way, so that's what I like about it.
Yeah, and this one he sort of gives me like sort of Transformer yet Power Ranger Zord vibes or whatever, just from the helmet.
Definitely.
Yeah.
If you go to the bottom,
digging the look. Yeah, I dig it too, man.
Scroll to the bottom, Elliot. That's my favorite part of the page.
Yeah. The dynamic.
Their mouths are really wide.
When he drew, he showed me the stuff he did for Cyberfrog. And I was like, dude, the dynamic, because it was like a picture of Cyberfrog breaking into like a supermarket or something like that. I was like, I want like some crazy shit like that. Like, he's like, that's what I do. Like wild, like chaotic, like page. Yeah.
Yeah.
This should be this is a graphic visualization of what everybody should be like on July 10th. We should all be running to back heavy auto mode. Everybody like this, running. This is me on the left, and then on the right, that's Will. Just got to color up the beard and the stash, but that's
Beard, no, I've been shocked gray.
Damn, you're old, Will. How old are you, bro?
Dude, I'm like 88 years old.
Oh, okay. Well then.
And we got Ryan in the back running also. I need to see all you guys there.
Yeah, don't make me trip.
Don't make
a lot of debris.
Ryan, you're coming out with issue 2 soon, or
soon. I'm working on the actually. I was working on the cover this morning. I want to get that one done because I need something to promote.
Can we see
sure.
it? Yeah.
Let me present. Hold on. I have you guys on screen. Hold on. Let me minimize that.
Oops, excuse me.
Present. Hold on.
Let's see what else. So we shared the Batman thing. We didn't like that. We got Pigman. We got Scribe. Who else? Am I missing somebody else's news? Revenant Steel. What's the? You're on page 9, and then we're still far away from that.
Yeah, when the mustache returns, it will launch.
Nice.
So right now, I'm about 50% there. I'm gonna say in a month, I'll be ready to launch.
Nice.
But since I'm doing a preview campaign, you know what I mean? Instead of going into the first issue, I'm gonna skip the sign up portion of your advice. I'm just gonna go ahead and launch the preview edition and just try to be selling those while I'm run up to the main release there.
Nice.
Right on.
Yeah, I'm down for some signups, man. I heard the best thing to do, and this is just the best piece of advice that I've been given is to create an email list. And that's like that's your bread and butter right there. So that's sort of been my focus, is to try to capture as many emails as you can of people that are
the sign up list is the most important thing of everything. That's where all the emails come from. That's where everything is dependent on the sign up list. That's the best way also for you to find out exactly how many people are interested in the project, where to set your funding goal. Super important. Hold on,
You're
got
saying
something...
I can't do this like Field of Dreams, where I just build it.
You fall asleep and it comes to life. Yeah.
Man, I thought okay. So that was sort of the issue that I ran into for the first time. Is that it was funny. I wanted to launch on my birthday, which I never do. I never highlight my birthday or anything like that. So I was like, yeah, let me do this thing. And I hadn't really done a whole lot of, or hadn't really made that big of an impact or an impression on social media, or jumping on people's broadcasts or, podcasts or, shows like this or anything like that. And so, when I had opened it up, it really didn't have a whole lot of momentum. I had a lot of backers, but the first time I did it just wasn't enough. And Katie was going to have me on her show, but couldn't really work things out. And then she was going to have me on a show again in like December, because I was going to close out on last December 25th, which is a bad idea. Do not close out on like December 25th. I thought, hey, because it was at night, 10 p.m. at night. I was like, oh, that's so sweet. Everybody be done with their family stuff. They'll be bored. And then, they'll jump on and say, hey, I didn't get the thing that I wanted. Let me go back something. No, that didn't happen. So, and then after that on Indiegogo, I had to wait 9 days after the 25th in order to do the second chance campaign.
It's
and I
so
didn't know
weird.
that.
It makes you wait. It doesn't make no sense.
And it was like, okay, so I guess I need to redo that. So I picked that back up and I, picked up the campaign again and I did that until April. And I was like, you know what, let me go ahead and just finish this out. And I made a pretty good amount of money, but my thing wasn't money. My thing was I wanted to get as many eyes on it as possible. Regardless if they liked it or not, I just wanted to sort of make an impression with this character, because I was like, I spent a lot of time with, just kind of developing, world building, things like that. I spent a heck of a lot of time on my website, world building and things like that again. But this is the current issue or the current way that issue number 2 is going to look. I kind of took inspiration.
This is the cover. Is this the cover?
Yes.
Nice.
I took inspiration from Batman: Mask of the Phantasm,
Okay.
and then Star Wars Episode 1 with Darth Maul in the background,
So that's the villain, the guy in the back.
And yes, that's the villain. Because in the first issue, you meet him at the end. It's not really heavily focused on him, and it's not an origin story to begin with. I just sort of do like Star Wars Episode 4, where they just kind of thrust you into the universe, and you're just kind of already doing things. You're already seeing how all this works, and just sort of like a day in the life of this character, Nephilim, and just kind of what he does when he goes out on patrol and all that. He's a 22-year-old kid. He lives with his mom. When she goes, and she's a nurse, when she's at the hospital, he goes out and protects his neighborhood and all that. And with whatever unfurls, he kind of falls into or gets into a situation where it's a little bit more robust, a little bit deeper than just your average heist or whatever. And the world sort of opens from there, and it's is he up for the challenge, or is he going to back away and say, hey, nah, it's not for me? And then so with these this is kind of the detail that I was talking about. Like, I'm doing the windows and everything, which is
wow.
You can't really when you're looking at it, this is what it would look like printed, like those specs. But I'm like, no, I really wanted to. And if you look down,
you put like little guys in there too.
You should put a little guy in there.
I have the lights in the top of the ceiling.
You should put a guy going like this, like giving a finger. Like, hey, fuck you.
Yeah, pretty much. Because I was like,
draw a guy mooning out the window.
Yeah, just pressed up against the windows.
That'd be kind of cool, though.
Yeah, and the same thing with this one. I put the lights in the ceiling and all that, just to kind of give it a little, I don't know, just a little bit extra. And again, if you're looking at the PDF version, you'll be able to see all that. And I have the other side as well. And then these are the sort of the police drone vehicles that I have for the cost for this sort of Port City universe, which is their where he lives. And
awesome
and then this is his power. His power is called dark light energy.
What are his power? What's the whole thing with his powers? What's
so basically it's a kinetic energy that comes from within him, right? It's biologically based, where it stems from his cells, and he can create constructs with it, much like a Green Lantern, but it drains him much like the Flash, in that because it's natural, it comes from within him. It drains his own vitality. So the more he uses it, the more he
has to eat a lot.
So he has to eat a lot, rest a lot, all that. He has to be very mindful, but he's a 22-year-old. So of course he's not going to be mindful. He's just going to jump in and do all he can, expend his powers and all that, and then deal with the consequences as they come. So, and I wanted to give it sort of a different or unique look, which is why I went with sort of a black lightning with a cyan hue, because I was like, it's not, I know that if anything, you're just not, just like same thing with Heavy Otomo, he looks very Guyver, or looks very, Transformers, or, you didn't develop something that's brand new that nobody's ever seen before. What you're doing is you're taking something like that and you're making it unique by making it your own, because you're manipulating it to the point where it's like, it's something new. And that's why it's not sentient. It's, but it does feed off of emotion, which is an interesting take, right, on the robot or the mech that you've created. And that's sort of the same thing with this. Is I was like, let me create something that is unique. It's not something that no one's ever heard of or seen or couldn't possibly wrap their head around, but it's something that has a unique quality to it. And that's sort of where what I came up with Darklight. And the same thing with what do I have that on there? The same thing with
yeah. Oh. That's the worst when it does that. Dude.
I hate that.
I hate that shit.
Let me switch over to the arrow, but it was the same way with his outfit, with his costume. So back in the day, when they printed comics, they used primary colors for the heroes: reds, blues, yellows, and that's why most of the heroes are like that. and they would use secondary colors for villains. Greens, purples, oranges would normally be what they would use for villains, like the Joker or Lex Luthor, or whatever, and or Catwoman, even same thing. They would use purple. So he sort of has a dichotomy to him in that, like, he's not a Boy Scout, he's not Superman, but he's also not dark like Batman or anything like that. So I was like, well, let me give him a heroic blue, but then also a secondary color, which is the purple. So I was like, that marries pretty well. And then with his emblem, his logo, I wanted the same sort of dichotomy in that it's black and white. So that's a stark difference, light, dark.
I like that.
And and I made it to where it is it's very iconic in that, like, one thing you want to when you're creating. Thank you. When you're creating logos, you want something that you can look at it for 3 seconds, look away, and kind of you can pretty much tell me exactly what you saw.
It looks like
in
a
this
dude
case,
going like this.
Heck yeah. But it's something that, like, when you see it, it sort of singes inside you. And you can say, hey, you know what? I know, like, if you look at the Superman logo, very easily, replicated. You can draw that, or the Batman logo, the black and yellow one, or, Nightwings, or Wonder Woman's, or whatever. I wanted something like that. And that was sort of one of the things that I lost Scribe. And that was one of the things that I'm just joking. I wanted for this characters, I wanted something that was iconic, which is what I see DC characters have, is something very iconic, like the Flash logo, or Green Lantern logo, or something like that. So I just wanted something that was like, that's a distinguishable thing itself, right? And so this is if you look at it, he's sort of an amalgamation of a lot of things. A lot of things have influenced the design of this character for me. Is that, like, you can see the
Daredevil.
Flash, you can see Daredevil, yes, you can see Gold. You can see Batman, you can see the Flash, you can see Green Lantern, you can see a lot, because it's not unique, but it's not coming up with something completely from scratch. But it's like, this looks like it's a lived in universe, a lived in character, something that's very familiar to the eye, and that's really what I was kind of going for. And like I said, for the logo is just it's a halo with wings. And that
halo with wings.
Oh, that's what it is.
And so black and white, I wanted to make him, that's why his character's name is the Nephilim, and that is that's something that's a moniker that he took on because of his father's research. But the thing is like with the Nephilim by itself is a plural, but he doesn't know that because he's a 22-year-old kid. So he has no idea. He saw, the research that his dad was doing. He said, hey, this is, I like the symbol that they found, which we'll go into, in later books and all that. But there's a history there. And so him taking on that moniker is just, and we'll cover it, later on with somebody calling him out, like, why do you call yourself that? It's, you wouldn't call yourself geese or mooses. Yeah, I mean, it's just something that I thought that would be really cool to sort of have him, because he's sort of doing it kind of like, I guess, Spider-Man, doing it, going out, for his father, and like, hey, this is, I'm sort of representing, my family and all that, and doing what I can. Same thing with Superman. He goes out and he's like, yeah, this is what I'm doing. So this is sort of his struggle and all that. And he doesn't have a playbook. He was, he was born with this. He kind of went through puberty and started learning his powers and all that. And we kind of learn as we kind of go along with him, because he doesn't really know what to do. And that's another layer of fun, is that we get to explore what all he can create. Like the Heavy-Tono, he can make an axe, or he can make a sword, or he can make, whips, and it's kind of very similar with the Nephilim here, is that, he has to, he can create power, but he has to hold it. He has to be touching it. So he can't throw projectiles and things like that. He can create an axe, or he can create a grappling hook, or he can create nunchucks, but he has to be, holding on to it, but he can only use it for so long, because again, it drains him. So, but again, I appreciate you guys allowing me to talk about it. So,
have you ever read Booster Gold at all? Like the old Booster Gold, the Dan Jurgens
I've only
one?
seen incarnations of him in the.
You would like that. It's kind of like
show or whatever.
It's kind of like the same similar. Like he's a reluctant guy. He's young, and he's kind of like
It's from the 25th century, or
but he's like kind of like an asshole. Yeah, but he's like I want to be a hero, but I'm like, whatever. I want to be popular too. It's kind of reminds me of this in a way. It's good.
Yeah.
You should read it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No. Definitely.
Nice. Awesome, man. Let me just for a second take this down. I want to share. Yeah, I just for a brief second I saw Katie in the chat. I don't know if she's still here or not, but please, everybody in the chat, go out and sub to Katie Did's Clips channel. And as we all know, her channel got struck down by what do we call that? Liam Gray,
dastardly Liam Gray.
The dastardly, the villain Liam Gray, and so Katie's got her channel here. Please sub to the channel. Also, she's on Rumble, but I don't know how Rumble works. Can you? What's the deal with Rumble? Can you say whatever you want on there and then not get
pretty much
in trouble for it?
I mean,
nice.
I'm sub to her on Rumble.
Yeah.
So I can like you can have like weapons on panel or something like that, and nobody can say anything about it.
I don't know about weapons, but yeah. But you could basically say whatever the hell you want.
Nothing illegal.
Yeah, you can't like threaten people. You can't do.
Yeah, you're not allowed to threaten to shoot up a convention or anything like that.
I can't. I can't say that. Oh man.
No, Elliot.
It's not a good look.
Especially you, man. I tried. You know they're gonna get you all automatically, bro.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, they're gonna get you automatically. They see your brown skin. They get.
Yeah, I'm the first target.
First target.
I'm the first target.
I know where he lives. Feds.
Where is Trendagua? We know you know where they are.
Hold up your shirt, bro. I want to see your colors. Come on, man.
Oh yeah. And the other thing I wanted to share also with everybody in the chat is this Vasily's page. He's got he's gonna come back with Heat Punk in physical form, as a physical copy, because we have it as a digital copy, but it's gonna have a physical option available for us soon. So check it out. There's a trailer that I want to play, but it's like 8 minutes long, and I have to like shut.
Bro.
I love it, and I have to shut down a little bit. What happened?
Play the first 30 seconds.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, good idea.
It is pretty dope.
Good idea, guys.
I half expected it to keep going, like I was about to see the whole cartoon.
I wanted it to. Yeah, that shit was great. I love it.
Yeah, it is good, dude. Definitely good.
I like his brand of crazy. And Will, can you tell us this is no disrespect to my guest Ryan though, but Ryan, I asked him if he was CG. He said he's treading the waters, he's checking it out. But
right.
You will you dove in head first into see why did you make that? Why in your case did you make
here's
the change?
The thing about me, dude, is that I was canceled at my own job for telling a coworker about how Yakub invented white people 6,000 years ago. And so I feel like a certain amount of, I feel like it's destiny that I should be here in Comicsgate. I know that I would, because, dude,
I like that word.
Mainstream comics, you look at, okay, am I going to go to Dark Horse and be like, hey, man, you want to publish my comic? And they're going to be like, yeah, we get all the rights to this, this, and this. And also, you know, you're going to deal with these people. And can you make a trans person in your comic book? Like that sort of shit. I don't know, man. Like I have a good friend of mine who was a professional animator, has done comic work. You know, I'm not going to name this person.
Name him.
No, her. But she was telling me that if I go into Comicsgate, I'm gonna people are just gonna think I'm a hater. You know what I mean? And that I should let her introduce me to some people, whatever, because she liked my work. I'm sitting here thinking like, but I know you, and I know your friends, and I don't want to work with those fucking people. You know what I mean? I'd rather. I feel like I could do this. I feel like I could make. You know, I can elevate Comicsgate. I can come in here as a new creator that helps point the ship in the right direction. Fulfill, you know, that comes in with an actual cool comic book. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry about that. No, I was sorry. I'm pressing the button. Sorry, but yeah, I get it. And you're throwing out some big words. You know, like I'm going to steer the ship. I'm going to redirect. That's awesome, man. I like the confidence.
Is whoever's in Comicsgate, right? Whoever comes out and says, I'm Comicsgate, and they can make a positive or negative impact on said Comicsgate, right? And we've had a string of negativity.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
With the dude with the freaking Death Raider comic book and everything else.
God, dude, fuck that guy, Rob Hunter.
And now we have
Jimmy
everything,
Reyes, Richard Embry. Now we have to add Liam to that. No, Liam.
I mean, Richard
and
Embry
Frog Tony?
delivered his comic book, right? He delivered Blood and the Sword. His biggest sin was making a bland comic book, in my opinion. You know what I mean?
Damn.
Man.
Well, I have to say that I do have for my comic book a cover from Jimmy Reyes.
He's good. No, he's a good artist.
He was super sweet to me.
Dude, he had a rough thing with his colorist,
with his dad.
apparently. I have to believe what he tells me about his colorist problems, you know?
Well, he tried to color himself. And I know that my cover was one of the last things he did before he went MIA. Because he even went MIA with me, and I'd already paid him and all that.
Oh, he did.
Huh. And because I mean, I have copies that I made of the comic that I wanted to send him. He lives here with me in Texas, but it would have been very cheap for me to send it to him. But I hadn't heard from him since December of 2024.
That's his biggest sin is fumbling and quitting.
Well, he'd spread himself from my perspective when I was talking to him. He spread
far
himself
too thin.
In that he wanted to do this. He liked his Lizard Man book, which I forget the name of, Dragon something. And then Dragon Rage, and which was really cool. Beautiful art. He did a great job. And then he did this other thing where he wanted to make this Olympian kind of book. And then he was like, well, but I also have this other idea for like vampires and werewolves in the Old West.
That's right. He was doing 2 books at once. That's right. Yeah.
And I was like, bro, that's a lot. You're taking on a lot. And he was like, yeah, but I just whichever one that I can see, that people will like, that's the one he wants to do. And he just for some reason felt like he wasn't getting the amount of exposure or support or whatever. So he just he said, hey, my dad is having, health issues. I'm just going to pay attention to that. And then after he said that, I just hadn't seen him since.
Whatever.
Man, that's crazy. The big thing with him was because he was welcomed. He was on CG Kings, which is like the top of the stratosphere in terms of what CG is. And so he had everything at his disposal. And so he just botched the crowdfunding with Dragon Rage, but it's not something that's unforgivable. I mean, all we really need was for him to fulfill the book and then put the book out there, but he hasn't been able to do that. And now there's a bunch of people that are disgruntled with him that don't want to have anything to do with the guy. And so, I mean, at the end of the day, these are decisions that one as a creator makes that either makes you or breaks you, and so you have to be really careful about that. So,
and that's where these guys,
awesome stuff, man.
They can serve as an example, right? So, like me, I'm saying it's black. I'm not promising a colored book because I don't have a colorist, and I'm not trying to color it myself. You know what I mean? I don't know. And I'm not. It's like looking at Jimmy Reyes. It's like the last thing you want to do is promise one thing, try to deliver another, and then you're trying to please multiple groups of people. And meanwhile, the well of money is dry. At the same time. So then, what do? Turn to Jesus.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what and tacos.
Yeah.
Turn to Jesus.
And you gotta. I would recommend if anyone's trying to test the waters out there, just go out and throw out some concept art and throw out a pitch, and then see what people say to it. If there's something that people will like and people will want to buy, people will automatically say, "Hey, that's great. Where can I get it?" And
no
if
more
there's radio
Westerns.
silence,
No more Westerns.
no more Westerns. Yeah, and then there's radio silence, then it means that your book is not really something that people would like to read. No, and so you have to really find out what you want with it also, because if you want to make it a business or if you want to just do something that you want to do, and then there's so many factors into that. No, so you got to see. And then Storm Trooper Julian says Perp thought he could steer CG too.
Yeah, but how? What did he bring? Does Perp have an idea that I don't know about?
No, man. They came from a group that sort of stemmed from something that I was involved with a long time ago. And because there was a guy that I used to stream with years ago, and he's still around. He's a great guy. But he was the one that sort of found Movie Perp and found Frog Tony and found Saggy Melons and found all these people and brought them on his show. And so I streamed with them before. I knew who these people were.
Who is it? Who do we blame
Max.
for all this? Who is it?
Well, actually, Max also brought Ethan on his show, so that's sort of how Ethan got introduced to these guys, because it was sort of during that whole Amico situation where this guy Tommy Tallarico was coming in.
I don't even know anything about that shit, dude.
That it was a failed project that was sort of like trying to bring back an old like video game system. But the guy was just a charlatan and took a bunch of people's money. So that sort of failed. So then they were like, okay, well, what's the next best thing? And then my friend started bringing Ethan over, and then so I guess everybody sort of migrated over to the Comicsgate sphere, and we're just sort of kind of jumped into that and have been doing Comicsgate stuff ever since.
So you've been aware of CG for a long time.
I've been aware for a while. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just in the background, kind of watching stuff as it goes, like the current implosion of what happened with Liam and
that's only season 8. Wait till season 9.
Yeah, I actually
this is season 9. We have to wait till 10 season.
Sorry, season 10. Yeah.
I can't wait until this thing gets syndicated.
It's going to be big.
Yeah, because after the 10th season, it's syndicated, and then that's where the money is.
Yeah, dude.
Exactly.
Heck yeah, man.
But yeah, no, I've definitely been aware, and I've been, like I said, I have a lot of friends that are either CG adjacent, have dealings with it, aren't in it at all. Things like, there's a lot of people that I've met, and my main thing is that I'm into comics, and I'm not into I don't want to get into sort of political banter and dialogue, because I don't believe in the system anyway. I believe it's black or white, red or blue. It's all the same. It's rich versus poor. It's power versus the people that are powerless. So,
nice.
That's kind of how I see it. I see it all as hey, it's all the same when the doors are closed. So I don't see a difference. I see politicians and then I see people.
Nice.
But yeah, and I don't have any faith in anybody in politics.
Nice, I hear you, man. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, so yeah, I guess there's nothing really I can tell you about CG, because then you've been aware of what's been going on. As you can see, we can be very welcoming. We still support what we see, good quality, good art, and the streaming is super important also. And here we have a comment from Flady, who's a backer. He's a very important, he's a backer of the community. He says he made, in reference to Jimmy, and he says he made 50K. No, he said he made like 50K colorist issues. It's just BS. Not saying it didn't happen, but he spent the money on other stuff and couldn't afford to fulfill the book.
I agree.
And Tank says I'm one of those who never got their copy of Dragon Rage, and I bought an expensive deluxe tier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the infighting, crash outs, type of rough economy is really chipping away at CG.
Yeah.
Awesome
well, I kind of had the same situation.
Book. What we need is Revenant Steel to drop. Okay,
Well,
that's
yeah.
when you know.
I don't think it's a dry up of money, really. I think it's once interesting books come out like Heavy Automa, people will start buying that stuff again, But yeah, there's a lack of interest in certain books. I mean, we have a lot of westerns,
sure,
which kind of like some are dope, some are.
Name the westerns.
Well, the best ones probably
Bronze Star.
Bronze Star.
Bronze Star, 7 8 Men, Wraith of God.
Those are like the top tier ones. But then there's like other guys doing more of them. It's like,
right.
Yeah.
But I want more superheroes.
Should take place in the Old West.
They should.
Why is he wearing a cowboy hat?
Imagine that. Like a huge Billy cowboy hat.
I heard
y'all. There was a gorilla in the Old West.
Kaiju.
Hey, Kaiju.
I'm gonna send you back to Japan.
I'm going back to Japan today. But yeah, like Graham's coming out with a fantastic. I think it's gonna be dope. The name is kind of whatever, the logo, but it's gonna be good, dude. Graham's always puts out some killer. We need more superheroes.
Is that superheroes? Yeah. I unfortunately I was like, I'm gonna go into this really heavily saturated genre and I'm going to make a superhero book. But I was like, my thing, or part of my pitch was like, man, how many times can you see Batman's parents get shot in the alley? How many times,
if it's done right, if it's written well, like
even watching it on the big screen, like how many times do we need to see that, Aunt May, is the one raising, Peter, and Uncle Ben is yet again died. How many times do we have to see, Superman being shot off from Krypton, and it's like, okay, this is, so you're from Krypton, so cool. I was like, we need to have a different, a variety of different, dynamics and stories and things like that, and something new can be told, and I think that's what a lot of people are sort of. Vasilis, they're all hungry for something new, right? That's why they all gravitated toward, like Invincible, because that thing has been out for years, but now, it caught, the eye of the public, and they're like, hey, I like this. This is different. This is new. This is, something that, and that's why it's so refreshing. That's why so many people gravitate toward it, because it's like, oh wow, where was this? And it's like, well, wow, it's from people like us that are like indie startups, and we had an interesting idea. We just hadn't been picked up and marketing, to the masses, there's a lot of potential. You just have to have a really good idea.
Oh, there's tons of guys, like Skeleton Corp's got a dope comic.
He's got a good one too. Yeah,
dude, those two guys, and then
Subjugate Comics is coming out. Yeah,
yep. And
I think a lot of good stuff out here.
So Will Subjugate,
whatchamacallit,
Scribe,
Cole King. Well, yeah, but I'm saying like other guys, Empty Stars, all these books, man. Skeleton Corp's got a book. All these books are dope, man. A great artist. So there's a lot of different genres coming out in 2026, 2027. So it's a little exciting. You got Vasilis with his wild style. So there's a lot more people coming in, doing different things. So it's good.
Oh, that guy. Oh, there
Who's
you
Elliot?
go. I what? I think I've only seen a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle poster from him. That's all I've seen.
Yeah, Elliot. How's
you can get that.
Ominous.
I burned that thing.
You can get that. Yeah, actually. Oh man.
I'm kidding. I love that thing. What are you talking about?
I mean, now I guess you have to buy it again.
I hope.
Well, it's true.
Yeah.
You're right. You're correct.
I hope the fire was bright with your.
It kept me warm for a few minutes. Just a few minutes
with your deception. But yeah, I'm going to wrap up in a little bit. But before I finish, I want to do I want to show maybe about a minute of this video for He Punk, and then I'm going to give you guys another sneak peek look at Ominus Volume 1, and also I'm going to announce the date for when I do my big art drop, and then show you guys a lot of stuff that I've been working on for the comic, and then we'll wrap it up, and then I want to. Say thanks to Scribe, Will and Ryan. Will and Ryan, you guys are more than welcome to come back anytime you guys like. So, chill out your book, talk about if you have any updates or anything you want to share with us, like a sign up page or something. Be more than happy to have you here on the show. Now, because Katie's not around to that capacity as before, so we have to double our efforts and try to pick up some of that work because
I'm doing a power lunch every Saturday afternoon on my channel. By the way, trying to do promotions.
Yeah, if you can throw
around.
Nice, that's good.
If you can throw your links in the chat, that would be great. Also, so people can follow that, so we can see where you guys are at. So I'm gonna play. Drop links for open campaigns. Yeah, for people roll out. Yeah. If you have any links, please put them in the chat. And I'm gonna play about a minute or so of this of Vasilis's trailer. Next week, I promise I'll play the whole 8 minutes because I really like this.
Yeah, it's an awesome trailer.
Check it out.
Beyond the dueling suns, where the ethereal magma warms the hearts of the glacial space songbirds.
Man, I love that. I love that.
Splish splash, says the sea of purple tears. Keep your eyes open. Travel past the Green Goblin's Emerald Art Rapture Monument. Follow the path through the glass subtunnels of Titionara. face the forever setting black sun of Gorgomorgo. It is there where you will find the great lounger. He will point the pure-minded on the secret path to Castle Thunbreaker!
I love it.
Somebody was making like a little platformer ping-pong game, right? Or am I?
Yeah, I saw that. It looks pretty cool, man. I like it.
Man, that's
I like
awesome.
it. Yeah, he's got a.
You guys got to check that out. That's Facilis. Yeah, I love that. I love it. I love it. He punking the basters of the universe. All right, now it's my time to embarrass myself. I'm going to show off.
Let's see.
Another,
Is this the one you showed last week? Is this that one? or-
No, I have. All right. What is it? I'm going to show off a sneak peek. Then the following week, another sneak peek. The following like that, and then on the day of the reveal, I show everything off in full digital detail. So this is not. It's not too. It's not too big. But hold on. I'm gonna show you guys. It's not a big thing that I want to show.
That's what she said.
No, that's not what she said.
That's what she said.
So this is what I saw.
That's what she
This is
told
what
me.
I've shown off so far. Can I scroll through this? Hold on.
I saw that last week.
I've seen this. I've shown this off. And then here's another image that I showed off a while back. And here's the new image that I'm showing off. And this is
Hold on, I see one image.
Yeah, so I just see
Yeah,
this
here it
one.
Just the one. Yeah.
Oh crap. Sorry. Never mind. I'm doing
Jesus,
it wrong.
Elliot.
This is the before. This is the after. It's
And
the
the
same
before.
image.
Fuck. All right, hold on.
Is it colored?
Shit. No, it's not colored. None of this is colored. Hopefully, most of it or all of it should be colored, or may be colored by the time the big day comes around. So this is the image. You guys can see this, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, this is okay. All right, here's the next page. I showed this off a while back. You guys can see
Yeah.
this. All right, cool.
Yep.
And this is the new one.
Hey.
And this is
Hey, is that Scribe? That looks like Scribe.
Yeah, that's right.
There he is.
With his hat
That's like-
off. With his hat off.
That's a happy me. Jesus.
He's holding
Oh,
the
yeah.
heavy autonomo head. He's like,
Yeah.
this is all that's left.
Oh, yeah.
Is that a gun?
Now that's the
Big
paint
oof.
box, dude. Got his hand in it.
No,
The gun.
now just this is the main character. His name is Zadok, and what he's holding in his hand is a contraption that he's built. This is a sequence this is a scene in the book where he's showing off his technical prowess. So he made this machine, and he's going to show you guys what he can do with it, and you'll see it in the book. Yeah, just because my character wields a big sword, but apart from fighting, he also is good with technology, and so this is like a good shot showing you this. This is also the first look at Zadok in the comics. So this is like the first time you see him in the book.
Okay.
So yeah, and I'm a
Cool,
big boomer. And the date for so next week I'm going to show you guys some more until the big reveal day. And so the date of the big reveal is going to be July 16th. July 16th at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this channel right here. I'm going to reveal all the artwork that I have. I'm still working on a bunch of things, so hopefully I can make it to the deadline. If not, I'll still show off what I got because I got a lot of stuff to show off. Yeah. And it's going to be a long stream. I'll be here early at 10, and they'll probably be on for a few hours more than usual, and just showing off art. I may do some kind of giveaway or something. I don't know. I want to do something nice because I want people to check out the artwork. I want people to be in the panel and in the chat. Mm-hmm. And yeah. So July 16th, we're gonna get a nice look at what I got for Ominus Volume 1. And then this is the main character. Here's his dad. And then this is this is the bad guy. This is the new bad guy.
I like that.
Show him off. Yeah, I want to show him off. I want to show him off that day. And that's it.
How much hair
So
gel do you go through in this army?
a lot. They go through a lot. Like I think I might do like a whole segment where you see how much hair gel they go through.
Or you just suddenly put a massive jar of hair gel on their sink at some point if there's like them getting away, getting ready scene.
Before you guys go fight.
Yeah.
You must look into the gel. Yeah, because he's got it too.
They're using Vidal Sassoon.
I like it, man. I like that.
Goku visited their planet a while back, and they all got Saiyan hair now.
Yeah, and I also finished my commission to the person that commissioned me. If you're lurking, the commission is finished. I'm going to show you the page, the artwork in just a moment, and so So if anybody out there also listening, I'm open for commissions, and yeah, that's it. So that's pretty much all for this week. Thank you very much to my esteemed guests. Hopefully, I can have you guys back on at some other moment. And please do not leave when we're done with the show. And then I'll catch you guys next week. Next week we'll talk about some other stuff. We didn't have time to talk about the Frog Tony stuff, but yeah, I got some other day. Yeah, fuck it. And I hope you guys are doing great. You guys have a great one. Take care. Hold on, let me press the button. The button's not working. All right.